Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 1. Woe to her who is rebellious and polluted, the oppressing city. The prophet Zephaniah, a voice crying out in the twilight of Judah's moral decay, delivers this harsh indictment. It's a lament, a pronouncement of doom, and a desperate plea rolled into one stark sentence. The verse paints a chilling portrait of a city, once envisioned as a beacon of righteousness and justice, now festering with rebellion, pollution, and oppression. It's not merely a geographical location that Zephaniah condemns, but a heart, a collective spirit, corrupted and turned against its very purpose. The word woe echoes through the ages, a sorrowful cry of divine disappointment. It speaks of consequences, of a path chosen that leads to inevitable suffering. This woe is not arbitrary punishment, but the natural outcome of a society that has abandoned its moral compass. It's a poignant reminder that actions, both individual and collective, have repercussions that ripple through the fabric of society. The city is labeled rebellious, a term that cuts to the core of its transgression. Rebellion against God, the ultimate source of goodness and order, inevitably leads to chaos and disintegration within society. It's a rejection of divine wisdom, a substitution of selfish desires for righteous principles. This rebellion manifests not in grand declarations, but in the daily choices that erode the foundation of truth and justice. The adjective polluted adds another layer of condemnation. It suggests a corruption that has seeped into every corner of the city, staining its reputation and poisoning its inhabitants. This pollution isn't just environmental, it's moral and spiritual. It's the stench of injustice, the grime of deceit, the toxic fumes of greed that choke the life out of the city. It speaks to the pervasiveness of sin, its ability to contaminate everything it touches. Perhaps the most damning descriptor is oppressing. This reveals the ultimate consequence of rebellion and pollution, the exploitation and abuse of the vulnerable. The city, meant to be a sanctuary for the weak and a bastion of fairness, has become a place where the powerful prey on the powerless. Justice is perverted, and the cries of the oppressed are ignored. This oppression is not just physical, it's also emotional and spiritual, crushing the spirits of those who have no recourse. The verse serves as a powerful warning, resonating even today. It reminds us that societal health is inextricably linked to moral integrity. When a society turns its back on righteousness, embraces corruption, and oppresses the vulnerable, it sows the seeds of its own destruction. The oppressing city of Zephaniah's time serves as a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the consequences of moral decay. However, the message of Zephaniah, and indeed the entire Bible, is not one of unyielding despair. Even in the midst of condemnation, there is a glimmer of hope, an invitation to repentance and restoration. This verse, while harsh, compels us to examine our own lives, our own communities, and our own societies. Are we contributing to the rebellion, the pollution, the oppression? Or are we striving to build a society founded on justice, compassion, and truth? The woe serves as a wake-up call, urging us to turn away from the path of destruction and embrace the path of righteousness. It is a reminder that true prosperity and lasting peace can only be found when we align ourselves with God's will and strive to create a society that reflects His love and justice. The choice, as always, is ours. Will we heed the warning and work towards renewal, or will we allow our cities and our hearts to become havens of rebellion, pollution, and oppression? The answer to that question will determine our destiny.